Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Detroit police are investigating after a man was attacked by 3 pit bulls, and in this case, the owner was right there.
The governor's plan to fix the roads, hitting a speed bump. We'll take you inside the political battle and show you what's being done to fix the roads once and for all.
All right, Hank, we're going to begin, though, with the weather. 4 Live radar starting to light up at this hour, and that's not the only issue Ben is watching at the moment. The entire region under the threat of severe weather, as a matter of fact.
That's right, and we've got a bona fide heat wave on the way. Let's start things off with Ben. Hi, Ben.
Yeah, Kim and Devin, that last part looks more likely. This stuff's still questionable as to whether it's going to get to severe limits. What we're more likely to see are going to be some downpours. In fact, you can see how dark these colors have become in these thunderstorms. A dark, deep red. That cell that's right there along 75, we drew a box there. That's averaging at a ½ inch an hour and maybe coming down even faster than that as that rainfall continues to move to the east. Now, these storms are moving at about 25 to 30 miles an hour, so they're not sitting over one spot all that long, but they're definitely going to drop a lot of water. There's going to be plenty of lightning in there and just that marginal risk that the storms could become severe. Wanted to show you the temperatures over the next 7 days. We'll get to the particulars in a minute, but you can see that hump in the line graph there. 4 straight days with temperatures in the 90s. Heat index readings hitting triple digits for that entire stretch. We'll look at that and, of course, the remainder of our severe threat coming up in just a few minutes. Guys?
Okay, Ben. Our other top story tonight, a 63-year-old man is in critical condition after he was attacked by 3 dogs on Detroit's west side.
Happened early this morning on Warwick Street in the area of Evergreen and Schoolcraft. Priya Mann spent the day talking with neighbors who say they see the dogs all the time, but they're also very surprised at what happened overnight.
Neighbors say they often saw the 3 pit bulls outside tied up to their dog houses and are shocked that these dogs attacked.
They chained up all the time, so like I said, when I walk up and down the street, they don't run out or nothing. They just stay in their little house.
Detroit police say the owner was right there when his 3 pit bulls went after the victim.
Hopefully he's taking responsibility for what happened. I mean, usually you don't see that too often, so you can only hope for the best at this point.
A 63-year-old man was critically injured. The attack happened just after midnight on Warwick near Schoolcraft.
It's terrifying to, hear about that happening. It's sad.
Neighbors say the owner spends a lot of time outside with his dogs.
He just come outside, sit in his chair, watch his dogs, and go back in.
But on Monday, no one was home and the yard was empty. The 3 pit bulls have now been turned over to Detroit Animal Care and Control. They will be assessed during a mandatory quarantine to determine if they're a danger to others.
It's definitely something to take notice of. Not nothing to take lightly because, I don't want to get bit or anyone else for that matter, especially the kids.
Yeah, certainly a scary situation. Now, we do have a bit of good news. That victim's condition has been upgraded slightly to temporary serious. Detroit police now investigating, but it remains to be seen whether this will be a criminal or a civil case. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
And Priya, we're hearing the dog's owner was ticketed, right?
Yeah, that's right. He got a green ticket, which is a citation, so he has to pay that. But at this time, it's not clear if he'll get his dogs back. So we'll continue to follow this story.
Yeah. All right, Priya. Now to the breaking news that we continue to follow from Oscoda County, where the search continues for a missing child.
This is 2-year-old Gabrielle Vitale. She went missing up north, west of M33 on Reber Road in Commons Township. She's originally from the Monroe area.
Her family was preparing to leave this morning when they just lost track of Gabrielle. Deputies and troopers, including K-9 teams and the MSP helicopter, have all been searching the area. If you've got any information, you're urged to contact Michigan State Police right away.
And more news tonight. 2 men have been charged in connection with the murder of a gay man who prosecutors say they met on Facebook.
This happened last month on Leander Street on the east side of Detroit. Prosecutors say Darnell Wilson and Anthony Brock decided to meet up with the victim, Deano Johnson, after meeting online. But they say the men locked Johnson in the trunk of his car and shot him several times. Both men are also accused of burning his car. Investigators working to identify a man found dead on a Detroit street.
Police responded to a 911 call at about 3:30 this morning and found a body in the middle of the street at Greenview and Schoolcraft. They say the victim is believed to have been about 20 years old. He had been shot in the head.
President Trump firing back, speaking out against critics of his weekend tweets that targeted several minority congresswomen. He told them to, quote, go back to the countries from which they came. Susan McGinnis joins us from Capitol Hill, where the president has expressed no regrets following widespread criticism.
Well, members of both parties have openly condemned President Trump's remarks. The president shows no regrets. President Trump defiant in the face of widespread criticism of his weekend tweets targeting 4 Democratic congresswomen. Today, driving home a controversial message.
If they don't like it here, they can leave. All they do is complain. So all I'm saying is, if they want to leave, they can leave.
The double down follows these tweets telling 4 lawmakers to go back to the countries from which they came.
He relies on racism, division, and anti-immigrant sentiment to consolidate power.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, one target, along with 3 other freshman Democrats, all women of color, all U.S. citizens, 3 born in America. The 4th Minnesota representative, Ilhan Omar, born in Somalia, was singled out.
See somebody talking about how great Al-Qaeda is. Pick out her statement. That was Omar. How great Al-Qaeda is.
Omar quickly tweeted she'll never back down in the face of these attacks. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle calling the tweets inappropriate.
They're race baiting, they're racist, they're meant to divide people.
Several Republican senators issuing statements opposing the attack on fellow lawmakers.
I think they're American citizens who are duly elected that are running on an agenda that is disgusting.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi telling Democrats our unity is our power and calling on GOP lawmakers to join them in voting for a resolution condemning the president's statements. Large numbers of Republican lawmakers have remained silent on the president's remarks. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, Local 4.
All right, Susan, and let's take a look at live pictures from Washington. We've got a podium here set up because the 4 congresswomen in question are set to hold a news conference at any minute addressing the controversy. We'll keep monitoring it. We'll gather their comments along with a reaction from Michigan lawmakers on both sides of the aisle for a report coming up here on Local 4 News at 6. Well, it all begins with a handshake. What happens after that is anyone's guess.
That's right. Today, contract negotiations between the United Auto Workers and Ford began, and they come at a critical time for the industry as car companies shift into the mobility business. Business editor Rod Maloney was in Dearborn for today's ceremonial kickoff.
These talks are going to be decidedly different than the last couple of national contracts in that the automotive industry has been doing exceptionally well. The profits are big, companies are flush, but yet they say things are starting to plateau. Well, the UAW doesn't want to hear that. They're coming in strong saying, look, you guys are making a lot of money. We want to make more money as well. The handshake dates back to the 1930s, a symbol of trust that both sides will work to get a good contract. For the United Auto Workers, the niceties end as the grip releases. President Gary Jones telling anyone who'll listen, forget a concessionary contract.
So I'm here today to say loud and clear that this year's negotiations, we will halt the race to the bottom. We will protect our work, our jobs, and our way of life. We expect an agreement that recognizes our contributions to the profitability and looks ahead to Ford Motor Company for a very prosperous future.
And it's sizing up to be a contentious year. The company's issues start with reducing healthcare costs that can run each about $1 billion a year. They want more temporary employees and competitive labor rates in comparison to the transplants like Toyota. Toyota's paying about $50 an hour without other benefits. GM spends $63, Ford $60, and Fiat Chrysler $55. The UAW wants higher wages, job security, a quicker path to top scale, and fewer temporaries. Still, Bill Ford expressed optimism.
We're going to have some, tough issues. We always do. We're going to have disagreements. We always do. But in the end, we always try and do what's right for our company.
Now, General Motors, Fiat, Chrysler have their handshakes tomorrow. And the next step in all of this, because this is pattern bargaining, is to pick what's called a target. And essentially, it's the first company to go where they get the first contract and then pattern the other 2 after that. We're not expecting to see that until probably sometime around Labor Day. Devin, Kim, back to you.
Well, Rod, what's the likelihood, would you say, of a strike?
It has that look like there could be one, but even if there were one, it's probably not going to be very long. You're going to be hearing in the next week or 2 about how the union has voted to approve a strike, which is standard form, which gives the bargaining committee the option, if they feel they need to strike, they can. But throughout all of the years that I've been doing this, and it's been a lot now as I look back, both sides will tell you a strike is a failure. They don't want a strike, they want a contract. So the question is, how do they get there? And we're going to have to wait and see how that all plays out.
Certainly more to come. Okay, thanks, Rod.
Let me tell you about a boil water advisory that's been issued in Lyon Township. The township says there was a drop in water pressure and they've issued this advisory as a precaution, but residents right now being asked to boil their water for at least 1 minute and then obviously let it cool down. The alert will remain in place for the next 2 days until testing proves that the water is safe. More information is on our website at clickondetroit.com.